The next song we're gonna touch down with, Make It With You, Bond Street.
Yes. Bond Street comes in like, that's probably the third or fourth chapter in my career. You know, I had a bit of time off during the 90s and started producing. I produced artists like Lloyd Brown from the UK, Fiji in Hawaii, other artists around the world. I sort of got back into the production side of things. And in 2003, I decided to get back behind the microphone and start a new project. And I linked up with a couple of brothers who run a record store in London called Peckings. They distribute and sell old Studio One, Treasure Isle music. And we started talking and we decided to do a project. And On Bond Street was the project that came out of that conversation. You know, and what it was is a project of basically me singing on old Treasure Isle rhythms, you know, rhythm tracks that were made in the 60s, late 60s, early 70s. So that was really the concept, to bring something old and something new together. I wrote some songs, or most of the songs on the album, and also chose a few covers. Make It With You is a classic David Gates and Bread song, Make It With You. But yeah, again, you know, you can't predict the success of a record, but On Bond Street as an album, and Walk Away, which is taken from the album, really reignited my career as an artist back in 2004 till now.
Alright, we're going to touch down on Make It With You. This one is going out to Caroline over there and Mona and listeners in Irish Town. Betty McLean, live and direct, only on the Real Rock, only on Bessfm.
Have you ever tried really reaching out for the other side? Maybe climbing on rainbows, but baby, we'll go. Dreams are for those who sleep. Life is for us to feel. And if you're wondering what this song is leading to, I wanna make it with you.
Steve James are the reggae ambassador. Bless. This is Bonner Rose. I'm gonna tell you, Steve James are the man. Bessfm.
All the listeners in Surrey, well, I bet you this one is tough.
Respect, man.
So nice to have to play it twice, you know?
Respect, yeah, man, that's how it goes.
Hey, have you ever tried really reaching out for the other side? Maybe climbing on rainbows, but baby, we'll go. Dreams are for those who sleep. Life is for us to feel. And if you're wondering what this song is leading to, I wanna make it with you. I really think that we could make it, girl. I really think that we could make it, girl. I wanna make it with you. Oh, you don't know me well. Everything in life, only time will tell. You believe the things I do, we'll see it through. Oh, through.
Pull up that one again.
Love and be right or wrong. see it through. I'd like to make it with you. I really think that we could make it, girl. I really think that we could make it, girl. I'd like to make it with you.
People I'm saying them love the accent, bitty, them love the accent. Online they're going crazy, man.
For reasons that
well, tell me, you do so many things. I mean, engineering, singing. Which one you?
Well, engineering's my profession, really. I mean, singing was accidental. You know, my dad used to have a little sound system in Birmingham, so on weekends he'd be playing for the local community. So when my father went to work, my brothers would string up the sound and we'd play around with the microphone and practice and stuff. So singing was kind of incidental, and so I never really took it serious at a young age, like 10, 11 when I first started singing. But any opportunity I got to hold a mic around some of the sound systems in Birmingham, you know, we'd go out and you know I'd get a little chance to improvise and you know bossa vibe and stuff, but I never really took it serious, you know. I left school at 16, went to college and I studied sound engineering for 2 years. I was fortunate to be taught by a guy by the name of Alan Caves, who previously had worked for UB40. And he put me forward for a position in their studio as an assistant, and that was really the turning point. You know, I was working in a world-class kind of studio and stuff like that, and had the chance to, like I say, do my demos and little encouragement from Ali and some of the band. So that was the real starting point for me, is to really take my singing a bit more seriously and develop. You know, working with voicing Ali and stuff like that in the studio. You know, get to see how records were made, arrangement and stuff like that. So I learned a lot. That was the apprenticeship, as you would say. You know, those 3 years working with UB40 was my apprenticeship on putting records together and making records.
It was a very good platform for you.
It was, and after the success of It Keeps Raining, I toured with UB40 as well. I was invited to tour with them and stuff like that. So yeah, my career really started overnight. It was like an overnight success in a sense, but looking back, it's like, you know, I'd been singing on sound systems and stuff like that for like nearly 10 years, you know. But like I say, the engineering is really my profession, so to speak.
I saw UB40 perform around 4 or 5 years ago in St. Lucia, the St. Lucia Jazz Festival. They closed and they were awesome.
Yeah, man, they do their thing. They rock.
Very, very good.
They do their thing. Yeah.
So what's your favorite instrument, if you have one?
My favorite instrument, saxophone. Love the saxophone.
Did you play sax on the one before?
No, that was Dean Fraser played on Make It With You. Dean blessed the project in the UK and played on 3 tracks for us. Yeah. Big up Dean Fraser, big up Taurus Riley. Special warm welcome to Mr. Stephen Stanley in studios. We'll have him next week in studios, giving you the history of the music from the engineering side. Come on.